What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is the 10 best muscle cars of all time. When I say muscle cars, so American. That's such an American term, muscle cars.
Yeah.
Kind of like just beastie engines, bulky American cars I kind of get. So I assume these will all be American ones, which you rarely see in the UK. But yeah, are you ready for this?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we don't see.
Definitely. I feel like this is going to be one of them for us, because we're not the biggest car people. I know a bit about it, but I won't be able to tell you hardly anything when you get like nitty gritty details and stuff like that. I feel like this is going to be what we prefer looks wise, probably for us.
Yeah, I can just about name the brands.
Name of bands, and it pretty much will be whatever we like to look at, what we would want to drive, looking at stuff like probably. Smash that like button if you enjoy, guys. Smash that subscribe button as well, you absolute legends. And are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's check out the 10 best muscle cars of all time, probably all American. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hi there. It's hard not to smile when you see a classic muscle car. These powerful monsters were created to not only take you from one point to another, but also to deliver a thrilling ride full of heart.
It just reminds me of American Mustangs. I wouldn't think people are going to get really triggered at this video, because I would not be able to tell you if that's a Mustang or not.
No, but it reminds me from like, you know, the movies you see like set a while back, and they're American. That reminds
definitely
me of that.
Pulling up to like a motel or something like that. You get the vibes. Definitely.
Pounding pleasure. Big, heavy, loud, and rough, they're all the wonderful things in muscle cars that you should love the American automobile industry for. And in today's video, you will learn about 10 legendary muscle cars, the appearance and power of which are amazing. 1968 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. The Ford Mustang cars, modified by American racer and designer Carroll Shelby, were the cherished dream of every true Mustang fan. Released in 1965 and 1966, the Shelby GT350 and Shelby GT 500 models were not only powerful, but elegant and light, perfectly suitable for traveling. After a couple of years, the Shelby GT philosophy changed, and his cars actively participated in one-sprint race competitions. So under the hood of the 1967 and 1968 Shelby GT 500 was an engine with a capacity of 625 horsepower and a volume of 427 cubic inches. The engine is aligned with a 6-speed manual gearbox designed for drag races. The increased body length and more aggressive appearance of the car favorably distinguished the Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500 from the 1965 GT350 models.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, it's definitely bulky, isn't it?
1970 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Chevrolet Camaro, the iconic American passenger car, manufactured by the Chevrolet division of General Motors Corporation. Cars of the second generation were produced from February 1970 to August 1981. The standard Sport Coupe model could be supplemented with the special design package Rally Sport RS, or equipped with more powerful engines performed by the Super Sport SS. In parallel with the release of these modifications,
I'll tell you what, it's weird, because I said I weren't a big, I don't know much about. I feel like it's just from the movies. I'm getting so much nostalgia looking at these cars. I've never driven one in my life. I'm kind of getting like GTA vibes and stuff like that as well, like game vibes driving around in these, because I feel like these type of because this is very similar to like the Mustang as well, isn't it? That kind of model car. You see it a lot in the games and the movies and stuff. I'm getting such nostalgia, and I've never drove one or seen one in real life. I don't think it's mental.
The speed package was also released under the code Z28. No one advertised it or offered it, and it was not broadcast to the general public. But the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 model became the most famous for the entire existence of the brand.
Oh, wow.
Package options for the Z28 included a special 5.7-liter engine with 360 horsepower, spoilers front and rear, and coloring in the form of racing stripes on the hood and trunk lid.
I like the white and the green.
For cars painted in dark colors, and black for cars painted of light shades. 1967 Chevrolet Impala SS. The Chevrolet Impala is another iconic American full-size car, manufactured by the Chevrolet division of General Motors Corporation. The sports modification Impala SS Super Sport was produced from 1965 to 1967 and won a crowd of fans.
I'd forget how big the back was.
The body of the 1965 model was great by American standards and remained in service for a long time. But in 1967, it was restyled. The car received a more thorough sculptural study, The sidewall of the body was a bit smoothed, their lights were recessed into the grille, and large turn signals on the sides. The car began to look more harmonious and aggressive. The engine of the Impala 67 is also worth a look. It was a V8 with a capacity of 425 horsepower and a volume of 6.7 liters, which literally tore the asphalt from under the wheels.
Wow. That's pretty mad, isn't it?
1970 Chevrolet Chevelle LS6.
In 1970.
When the company GM squeezed their previous requirements, prohibiting the installation of an engine of more than 400 cubic inches on medium-sized cars, in the American automobile industry there was a real boom of muscle cars. According to most conservative estimates, the power of the LS6 was 450 horsepower, but according to some experts, due to the high compression ratio in the huge Holley 78 CFM carburetor, the actual power of the LS6 was close to 500 horsepower. Employees in the magazine Car and Driver tested the car in 1970 and claimed it went from 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds.
Okay.
How much faster do you think this car would be today with modern tires? 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda.
Well, that is a bit more of a bulkier one, isn't it?
Not a full-fledged.
Oh, I tried to pause it then, but he's not a slim line. No. That seems lower down. The suspension seems lower down as well. So we're finally getting a little bit of a different look here, aren't we?
But a sports version of the third generation Plymouth Barracuda with a huge Hemi engine. As befits a true legend among racing cars, not many cars could compete with the 1970 Hemi Cuda. It was distinguished by its classic balanced appearance and engine, the frame of which was no less than the car itself. The heart was the legendary 426 6.9-liter block.
Oh, kind of the vents there.
Yeah.
A little bit unique, isn't it, as well? And again, it just gives you the vibe. It's packing underneath.
Yeah.
Fully cast iron, it possessed 2 valves per cylinder in hemispherical combustion chambers. The valves were driven by a single camshaft, and the twin exhaust system helped to fill the full power of the engine. The car accelerated to 60 miles per hour in a record 5.6 seconds, and the maximum speed reached was 117 miles per hour.
Okay, again, back in the day.
1969 Pontiac GTO Judge. In the early 1960s, Pontiac was the leader in the manufacture of muscle cars. Often, the GTO is called the first muscle car, but by 1968, the car had too many competitors.
That proper tripped me out.
I thought it was a truck.
I thought it was a truck driving backwards. Yeah, exact same.
Then there was the idea to create a cheaper version of the GTO with a smaller engine of 350 cubic inches. Chief Engineer John DeLorme did not approve of this venture. In his opinion, the GTO could not have such a small engine. As a result, the new model was different from the traditional GTO.
Okay.
The Judge was equipped with a 360 horsepower Ram Air 3 engine, but buyers could also choose the Ram Air 4 at 370 horsepower. The rarest was the Pontiac GTO Judge Ram Air 4 convertible. They released only 17 models in 1969. 1978 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am.
Do you reckon it always came with that Firebird on the front?
We'll probably see a different colour in a minute.
Because it was after the name,
for the muscle cars became a pale semblance of previous decades.
Rising
prices for fuel
That's
and
interesting.
insurance have forced manufacturers to restrain their passion regarding super powerful cars. This affected almost all car brands, but not Pontiac. Their Trans Am has become a public favorite since the release of the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit. The 455 engine with a volume of 7.5 liters and a power of more than 370 horsepower, which is deservedly considered the last of the number of legendary engines for the generation of muscle cars, was installed in the Trans Am version. And the WS6 Special Package added wider 8-inch wheels, new tires, and very sharp steering to the car. As a result, the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am has become much more agile and faster on the track than the Chevy Corvette.
Okay. I just said it would have probably been a bit more funky as well.
Dodge Charger RT. The Dodge Charger is the iconic American car produced by Dodge Division of Chrysler Corporation. In 1969, the Dodge Charger was slightly modified from the previous 68-year version. External changes included a new grille with a split in the center and new taillights from designer Harvey Wynn. A new trim line called Special Edition was also added. In addition, to further enhance the image of the muscle car, a new option package was added under the name RT, which meant Road Track. The RT index was placed only on cars with high power. The Dodge Charger RT came with the 440 Magnum or 426 Hemi engine.
There's a big engine in that
Ford
car.
Mustang Boss 429. The golden years of NASCAR came at the end of the 70s and the beginning of the 80s. Automakers were serious about racing, and for the purpose of homologation, that is to participate in racing models, they should have produced at least 500 models, however, often producing models that were extremely dangerous for the streets.
Oh, wow.
The Ford Mustang Boss 429 was a real beast. Its V8 429 cubic inches gave out 375 horsepower and 6,000 RPMs. But the engine was so massive that it did not fit into the classic engine compartment of the Mustang. Then Ford signed a contract with the company CarCraft to eliminate all interface.
Okay.
Specialists at CarCraft had to redo half the elements to make room and literally squeeze in the engine.
Wow.
Today at auction, the model 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429 is sold for more than $200,000.
Wow.
1970 Dodge Challenger RT.
Ooh, okay.
The Dodge Challenger is a cult car designed to compare with cars like the Chevrolet Camaro, Ford Mustang, and Pontiac Firebird. Coupe models were offered in 4 versions: Challenger 6, Challenger V8, Challenger TA, and Challenger RT. The Challenger RT is a more powerful model with a Chrysler 383 Magnum V8 engine.
What does
with
the
a capacity?
You may have said it before and I may have missed it. We're trying to listen as much as possible. What does the RT actually stand for?
It says road traffic.
Is it road track? Yeah,
Road track, I think.
Yeah, because is it road track? Because he keeps saying
said
about
it.
how it's more powerful.
It said road track.
Road track it is. There you go. Oh, well done. Well done. I missed that. But I also heard him about speaking more powerful and stuff like that, which I'd be surprised it's road tracks. Maybe track is for racing then, maybe.
Maybe.
Because it is a more powerful version. Because I'd be like, I want my RT on my car. Show off that I got meat under here.
Of 335 horsepower. Additionally, the RT was equipped with the Chrysler RB440 V8 Magnum 375 horsepower, Chrysler RB440 V8 6-pack 390 horsepower, and Chrysler RB426 V8 Hemi 425 horsepower engines. The Challenger RT was available in a coupe or convertible type body. The coupe in SE version could be ordered with a more luxurious body, which included leather seats, a vinyl roof, as well as a smaller rear window.
Okay.
And lastly, another great muscle car, 1969 Mercury Cougar
Stands out.
Eliminator.
Yeah, it does.
This car was produced from 1967 to 2002. The year 1969 brought a few additions and adjustments to the Mercury Cougar. For the first time, the most productive package, Eliminator, appeared, which in the basic configuration came with a 4-chamber carburetor and an 8-cylinder 351 cubic engine with a capacity of 290 horsepower.
Okay.
It was distinguished with a black grille, special bands on the body, front and rear spoilers, and a large air
Looks
intake.
nice from that angle.
The body was painted only in bright colors.
I mean, bright colours.
That's
wow.
all for today. Write in the comments which of these cars you like the most.
Let us know in the comments which of the cars you like the most. Like you said, in our comments, we'd really appreciate it. That was good.
It was interesting, actually.
Like I said, a couple cars in, I feel like I've just got so much nostalgia. It must be from video games, maybe like the GTAs and stuff like that. Movies as well, like
Yeah,
a big thing, and just television. Because I had so much nostalgia hearing like Dodge Challenger, which I hardly know anything about, but I know the name.
Yeah.
I know the car a little bit just from all these things. Mustangs as well.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was interesting.
Smash that like button if you enjoyed, guys. Smash that subscribe button as well. And we'll see you.
Oh, fantastic.
And we'll see you, legends, in the next one. Peace.